All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the elect, those that are fighting to endure to the end, and that are calling on the true names of the Father in the name of the only begotten Son. Shalom. All right. And I just want to talk about, hey, some won't get it. Okay. Some are blind. They're not going to get it. All right. And we too far in the game to have to be worried about that. All right. So we're going to open up in the book of Romans, chapter 11, and let's just start at the top and read down to the point. This is Romans 11 and verse 1. It reads, I say then, have the Most High cast away his people? The Most High forbid, meaning no, okay? Because you got some still to this day that want to say everybody can come into this truth. You know, everybody is accepted as long as they believe in so-called Jesus. You know, they can be accepted when that's not the case. Okay, that's not the case, and the Israelites are still here to this day. Okay, they haven't gone anywhere. All right. So it says, I say then, have the Most High cast away his people? The Most High forbid, for I also am an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. Okay, and this is Paul. All right. Verse 2, the Most High have not cast away his people, which he foreknew. What ye not what the scripture saith of Elias, how he maketh intercession to the Most High against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and dig down thy altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. Right. So even if you think, which, hey, you shouldn't be thinking like that, but hey, we coming into a time where guess what? It's just gonna be you, okay? And nobody else, all right? Jacob's trouble hit, you may not have the opportunity or, you know, the chance to, you know, pair up with a brother. This may be on your own, okay? You may be out and don't have the chance to go back to your family. And when all hell pops off, it may just be you, okay? But you got to know, hey, that you're not alone, man, all right? You got other brethren that's going through the same thing. May be not the exact same thing, but every brethren is going to go through their own walk, all right? So it says, verse 2, Romans 11 and 2, the Most High have not cast away his people, which he foreknew. What ye not what the scripture saith of Elias, how he maketh intercession to the Most High against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and dig down thy altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. Verse 4, but what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. All right, so just think, man. Hey, when all hell breaks loose and the hour of temptation is here, and you got, you know, the slave hunters, the bounty hunters, whoever, the UN, looking to, you know, round up people that don't comply to this beast system, you know, whether they don't want to take the chip, whether they don't want to obey the laws and regulations that's put under this draconian measurement. Hey, other brothers is going to be going through the same thing as you, man. Okay? We all going to be going through it, man. All right? Those of us that are of the elect, and that's what we're going to talk about. All right? Because guess what? Those of us that are of the elect, we're not going to bow to the knee of Baal. Okay? We're not going to take that chip. Abaratasa, we are those men. Okay? So it says, verse 4, Romans 11 and 4. But what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000. Right. And that number 7 goes into completion, man. All right. And we know that the Most High is going to lift up a standard. All right. With spiritual powers, man. Okay. So it's going to be a wonderful time to be alive, man. And to have the Lord dealing with you directly, man. All right. To show that you've been proven to be found worthy. All right. Now we got to endure all the way into the end. But hey, this is the Holy Spirit that's comforted us now. Because hey, we ain't gonna have the brethren. All right. When when the shit hits the fan, SHT, shit hits the TFU, shit hits the fan, or whatever the saying is, you ain't gonna have nobody but yourself. All right. And you're training. Okay. So guess what? Now is the time to get it in while you can. All right. Now is the time. All right. Because you never know where it's going to pop off when all hell breaks loose. You might not be at home. Okay. You might not be able to kiss your loved ones goodbye. All right. You may not be able to tell the brethren, you know, till next time. All right. It may just be you. Okay. And guess what? You're going to have this word inside of you. All right. The rest were blind. They're gonna get sideswiped. Okay. When the elites finally collapse this system, whatever crisis they use, the other people that's out drinking and married and having a good time, guess what? They gonna get hit the hardest, man. Because why? They ain't been watching. Okay. Here it is. We supposed to be on our watchtower, watching for this devil, man. And they out partying, drinking, having a good time, just like they were in the days of Noah. Okay. Until Noah entered into the ark and the flood came. It's going to be the same way this time, man, except for it's going to be missiles, man. All right. It says, verse 5, Romans 11 and 5. Even so then at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. Right. So there's going to be a remnant according to the election. Okay. Those that what? Aren't going to bow the knee to Baal, man. All right, and take that chip. Okay, the rest is gonna be blind, man. They ain't gonna know what happened when it hits them, man. All right, breaking news come across their screen. The stock market has just crashed, plummeted. Money, your dollars is going down. The money you got in the bank ain't gonna be worth shit. Okay, prices of groceries gonna go out the roof. All right. People are going to be losing their jobs due to AI merging with, robots. And hey, it's just going to be wild out here, man. All right. And hey, if you ain't in this truth, guess what? You ain't going to have a clue to know what's going on. All right. So it says, verse 5, Romans 11 and 5. Even so, then at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. Right. So, hey, that's why we praying, man. That's all we got is faith. We praying that, hey, we are part of that remnant, man. All right. That's why we're doing the work to the best of our ability and keeping the faith, man, because we don't have anything else. All right. Outside of this truth, we through, man. All right. We got nothing else to hold on to, man. This truth is it for us, man. All right. If we go back into the world, we'll be a dummy, man. All right, we'll be a fool. All right, as it says, as a dog returneth to his vomit, so does a fool to his folly, man. All right, so we'll be dumb. We'll be foolish to go back to this world. This close to the end too. This close to this man's kingdom being destroyed. You want to go back into the world for what? What are you going back into the world for? All right. That's the question. What are you going back for? There's nothing to go back for. All right. Just moving forward, man. We got to stay in this truth. So it says, Romans 11 and 6. And if by grace, then is it no more of works? Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then is it no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work. Verse 7. So if it's not by grace and it's not by works, then what is it by? We're going to find out. Verse 7. Romans 11:7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Right? So it's by election, okay? Because all of Israel ain't going to get it on this go around, all right? Although all of Israel is called, only the elect will be chosen out of it, okay? So it's not by grace and it's not by works, it's by election. All right. And by you being elected, guess what? You're going to do the works and have the faith. All right. Because you got some Christians that say, oh, you don't have to have works, just keep the faith. No, man. You got to have both. Okay. And you got to be chosen. You have to be called. You have to be elect. Okay. This ain't by just because you want to. No, this is all due to election, man. All right. And the rest were blind. That's why they can't get it. All right. The Most High isn't dealing with them. All right. So they can't get it. And it's not by sheer coincidence. Okay. This is just how it is. So let's read that again. Let's start at verse 6. It says, well, let's start at verse 5 and read down to 7 because that's the point. Romans 11:5 says, even so then at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. And if by grace, then is it no more of works. Otherwise, grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then is it no more grace. Otherwise, work is no more work. What then? So if it's not by grace and not by works, what then? It says, Israel have not attained that which it seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blind. Okay? So all of Israel ain't going to get it on this go around, man. All right? They're going to have to wait to come back in the kingdom, man. All right? Through the loins of the elect. All right? Because they just can't get it on this side. It ain't just because you are Israelite, you going to make it. That's not it. All right, because all of Israel is afforded grace, and all of Israel can do the works, but are they? No. It's if you are the elect, all right? It's election. If you are preordained from the beginning, man, all right, this is what you're going to be doing in these last days. You're going to be doing the works while having faith to show it, all right? Let's go to Romans 8 and read that. This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, and we're going to start at verse 28. Romans 8 and 28, it says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are called according to his purpose. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Right, so those of us that are doing the work now, and if we endure to the end, it's because we were predestined from the beginning, all right? We were ordained, and we will be conformed to the image of his Son, Yahushua, okay? Yahushua completed his mission, okay? And we, in the image, have to complete ours, man, okay? We have to complete and endure unto the end, okay? Whether that entails us dying for this truth, whether that entails us getting thrown into prison for this truth, whatever that entails, we have to endure, man. We have to bear our cross, okay? Yahushua said it. St. Matthew 16. Let's read it in verse 24. It reads, St. Matthew 16 and 24, then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. All right? So this is what it's all about, man. All right? You got fake so-called Christians that don't even know what it means to be a true follower of Yahushua, man. All right? They don't prophesy. They don't do anything, all right? They just want to make music videos, say a couple of Jesus, and use the word, the ministry to make money, man, okay? That's not coming in the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, man. He's supposed to be out prophesying, okay? Feeding the sheep, all right? So that's why a lot of our people ain't going to make it, man, because their priorities are all ass backwards, man. They're using this truth to benefit them, okay? When this truth is supposed to be magnified and you supposed to be decreased, and Yahushua supposed to be what? Increase, okay? This truth, this walk is all about humility, Okay? When you come into this truth, it's not about you. All right? And though you see our faces on the camera, and you see us out and about on the streets, all right, that serves a purpose. Isaiah 30 and 20. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, and let's read verse 20. It reads, "And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thy eyes shall see thy teachers." Okay? And this is how you seeing us, all right? Through the internet, by us being on the highway and hedges, okay? By us being obedient to this word, man. All right, you're seeing us, okay? This gives brothers faith and hope. This boosts their faith and hope, man. All right, to see like-minded individuals out there doing the work, man. Okay? You don't understand, all right? Until you've done it, all right? You won't understand until you've done it, man, all right? But you see the 2/3, they're not going to get it, man, all right? It's not about us magnifying ourselves, okay? We do the work in order for us to fulfill our part of the bargain, which we were called to do, all right? Which is what? Feed the sheep, prophesy, go out on the highway and hedges, okay? Bid them to the marriage, as many as that will listen, all right? Okay, because we can easily, hide behind an avatar or go inside a quote unquote church, a temple, and preach a off doctrine, okay, and take your money and have nothing else to say about it. No, man, okay, we putting our faces behind what we stand on, okay, and we know by us putting our face out there that what these elites, they're gonna take and cast lots. Oh yeah, I want that one right there when all hell breaks loose. I want to get that one right there. I know where they stay at. I know where they be preaching at. Okay. I got all the data by the analytics. We done ran on the computers they use, the Androids, the Apples, and everything else. We don't care, man. Okay, because we believe and have faith that when that time comes, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah is gonna take care of this elect, man. All right. Isaiah 65 and 13. My servants shall eat, but you shall be hungry. My servants shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. My servants shall have glory, but you shall have shame. You see? So we don't care, man. All right? When you come into this truth, you don't care, man. Not saying that you don't care what you're doing, but you don't care about what people think about you, man. All right? You put that aside, okay? And you stay humble, man. Because like I said, some people come into this truth, they start off strong, but then they start to fizzle out, man. They start to sway. They start to do things that they ought not to do according to the word. They start to make merchandise. They start to do things that doesn't, jive with what the word says. Okay? It says be instant in season, out of season. You got individuals that take long days and long periods of time off. Then you got individuals that make merchandise for the truth. Okay? Just so they can get themselves exalted and put above Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, they come into this truth for all the wrong things. So maybe they thought they came into the truth for the right thing, but then somehow, some way, they got tripped up, and now they no longer in the truth for what they came into it for. All right. So it says, Isaiah 30 and 20, thou shalt see thy teachers, and what else? It says, Isaiah 30 and 20, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity. So like I said, man, when we do these digital epistles, man, they give brothers, hope. They boost their hope and faith. We know that ultimately Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah gives you faith, but this it boosts us, man. All right. To see you ain't the only one that's doing it. All right. What did we read in Romans 11? Okay, I have reserved 7,000 men that have not bowed the knee to Baal. That represents the elect today, man. Okay, think you ain't the only one. And that gives you solace knowing that, hey, if you are the elect, your brethren are out there going through the same things you going through, man. Fighting to endure, okay? Because this ain't a walk in the park, man. All right? This is not a walk in the park. it's not handed to you just because you so-called Black or Latino or Native American. All right, you got to work for this, man. You got to work for this, okay? And we close to the end, man. So if you ain't working, hey, it says if you don't work, you don't eat. All right. So if you ain't working, you ain't gonna eat. You ain't gonna get the better fruits of the kingdom, man. All right. You're gonna have to get born into the kingdom. You're not gonna be able to go into it on the first go around, man. Because why? You ain't out here working. All right. You just, being slothful, you lollygagging. All right. And it's just because you were blinded. All right. That's it. We all can't make it into the kingdom on the first go around. All right. Speaking primarily here in the United States of America, all right, well, 2/3 of our people will be cut off and die. All right, only 1/3 will be brought through the fire. All right, so the rest were blinded, man. They're gonna stay asleep all the way until the missiles come. Okay, so it says, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore. But thy eyes shall see thy teachers, right? And that does a lot to see the teachers, man. All right, because you don't know if you're seeing a live or you seeing an AI robot in these last days, man. All right, but you seeing an actual person and you know it's a live person, that does something for your spirit, man. All right, because you don't know what you get nowadays, man. All this damn AI, artificial intelligence. You don't know if you're getting a real person or somebody that pre-recorded it 5 years ago, playing it today, and no longer believe what they believe. But when you see that live, we are lively stones, man. We going live. That lets you know we still in it, man. We still fighting a good fight, okay? And that's very pertinent, all right, to the faith, man. All right. So we got to keep going, okay? So as as we was reading in the book of Matthew, chapter 16, in verse 24. It says, Yahushua says, then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Right. So we all got to do our part, man. All right. It ain't about us. Okay. As it says, he must increase and I must decrease. Okay. This is about humility. All right. This is about exhorting the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Because what? Guess what? We gonna want him to be dealing with us in that time, man. Okay. We're gonna be wanting him to deal with us, man. All right. So how much more now? All right. And what does it say in Mark 8? It says, if you deny me before man, I will deny you before the Father. Okay. So guess what? This is our time to put on, man. Okay. F what everybody else is thinking about you, man, because when it's just you and your stomach hurting and the thoughts in your mind, and you got to pray to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai to send you some type of aid or some type of, relief, you're going to want him to show up, man. And if you deny him in front of man, guess what? He going to deny you. All right. This is the book of Mark 8, St. Mark 8 and verse 38. And this is what Yahweh Shai says. He says, whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. Right. So we deny Yahweh Shai, guess what? He's going to deny us, man. And rightfully so. We don't deserve it. Okay. We do not deserve the recognition of Yahweh Shai, and we don't even want to put on why he's giving us the opportunity. Here it is, we are under grace and mercy, and we don't want to put on because why? We think we got free will. We think every day is going to be the same day as before. Nothing's going to happen. No, it's going to come a day and a time when today ain't going to be the same, when all hell is going to break loose, and then it's going to be too late. All right, it's going to be too late because now the harvest is plenty, okay, but the laborers are few. Now is the time to get in and do the work so you can eat in that time, okay? when you hungry and you call on Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai and you get a miracle. You see a chariot, a so-called UFO, bring you some food, or you led to some food, or some type of miracle happen, you taken care of. Why? Because you're doing the work, all right? It says, What does it say in St. Luke? Let me see if I can get that. This is St. Luke 10 in verse. I think it's the servant is worthy of his work. St. Luke 10. Give me 1 second. This is St. Luke 10. Let me type it in. I was right there. I just couldn't see it. St. Luke 10 and 7 says, and in the same house remain, eating and drinking such things as they give, for the laborer is worthy of his hire. Go not from house to house. Right. So guess what? Hey, in that time, in that day, if you do the work right now, you're going to be worthy of your hire when all hell breaks loose. The Most High is going to take care of you. He got you, man. Isaiah 65 and 13. That's why we doing the work, man. All right. The servant is worthy of his hire, man. All right. We're doing the work right now. The harvest is truly great, but the laborers are few. So guess what? The foreman has opened up overtime. Whoever want to get it, come in and get it. All right. You can work round the clock, man. There's so much work going on. There's so much work to be done that you can work round the clock, man, before he shuts it down. Because once he shuts it down, ain't no more punching in and getting OT. All right. We building, we putting in our bricks right now, man. All right. And we know ultimately that the chief cornerstone is Yahweh Shai. So we building our foundation around him. All right. So while you got the time and while overtime is allowed, get it in, man. Get all the work in while you can. Okay. Because once the foreman shut it down and he says, that's it, no more, hey, you're going to see those out there that didn't even show up to work. Looking lost. Don't know what to expect. Why? Because they were blinded, man. All right. They didn't get the memo. Okay. They didn't get the memo. A famine was coming. All right. So they didn't store up treasures in heaven where moss neither rust nor corrupt. They put all their faith in this system, man. Okay. That's destined to be destroyed. All right. We laying up our treasures in heaven where moss don't corrupt and rust doesn't get to it. Okay. That's where we at with it. Okay. Al-Baratasa, we got to continue to fight and pray that we part of that number, man. Okay. So let's get back on track and go to Matthew 16. We read the verse one more time till we jump back to the chapter we was before. Matthew 16 and 24. And it says, then said Yahweh Shai to his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. All right. So you see, we got to all carry our cross, man. All right. Yahweh Shai did it, man. He showed us that it's possible. So guess what? That's enough for us to believe that we can do it if we of that elect, if we of that number. All right. So back in Romans 11, I believe we were at, in verse 28, it reads, Romans 11 and 28, as concerning the gospel, they are, no, that's not it. This must be Romans 8. Romans 8 and 28. Romans 8 and 28 says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are the call according to his purpose, right? Because for many are called, but few are chosen, okay? It says, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestine to be conformed to the image of his son, Yahushua, okay? So that's who we're modeling and patterning ourselves after is our Lord and Savior, Yahushua, all right? And if we are that number, the elect, we're going to be in the way and the image of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, all right? It says, verse 29, the rest of verse 29. So it says that he might be the firstborn among many brethren, okay? So that's what we got, man. That's all we got to look forward to. That's all we that's all we got. All right. Is conforming to the image of his son, man. All right. Showing you that what? If we do and we endure, we were the ones that were with him from the beginning. All right, from the foundation. All right. It says verse 30, Romans 8 and 30. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called, and whom he called, them he also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified. All right. Now, ultimately, it goes to all of Israel, but we know on this go around, it's speaking particular to the elect, man. All right. Because for many are called, but few are chosen. All of Israel is called, but only few are chosen. Okay. And those few is that small remnant, the elect, okay? The rest were blinded, man. All right, they're going to continue to do whatever it is they're doing, all the way up until the time of the missiles, man. It says, verse 31, what shall we say then to these things? If the Most High be for us, who can be against us? Right? So, hey, if we are of the elect and the Most High is dealing with us, who can be, who, it says, what shall we say then to these things? If the Most High be for us, who can be against us? So if the Most High is for us, who's going to be against us? This beast system? Hell no, man. Okay. Sure, we're going to be, nervous, but we're going to be comforted. We're going to be comforted with these scriptures, man. All right. So we're gonna be getting close calls where they're gonna have, robot dogs on our trail, where they're gonna have bounties on our head, man. Hey, we're gonna be a little, a little nervous, man. Knowing that this town may have a bounty on all prophets and servants, but guess what? We are reassured in this truth, man. Okay, that what Yahushua overcame and conquered death, man, and through him we can achieve the same thing. All right. What does it say in St. John 16 and verse 33? Let's read it. This is the book of St. John 16:33. It says, these things have I spoken unto you, and this is Yahushua, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. All right. So you see, this is the solace and comfort we get. All right. We understand that, hey, man, hey, if only these people knew it was getting ready to come down the pipe, man, they wouldn't be out here playing games, man. All right. Trying to, become a millionaire, trying to do whatever it is. That's all a distraction to take them from off the path, man. All right. And it's working, man. Because for the most part, they ain't going to get back on the straight and narrow path, man. They're going to stay on that wide road, man. That wide path. Wide is the what? Way to destruction. And there'll be many at it. Okay? So, hey, they just not going to wake up until it's too late, man. All right? Why? Because they were blinded. Okay? They were blinded. They're not going to get it. All right? And there's nothing we can do, man. All right? We just got to pray that we get through. Because what does it say in 1 Peter 4, if I'm not mistaken. Let's read it. 1 Peter 4 and verse 18. It reads, and if the righteous scarcely be saved. So if we of that elect, if we of that number, we're going to just be able to get by the skin of our teeth, man. It says, verse 18, 1 Peter 4 and 18, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? And we know, man, hey, they're going to just have to be done away with. Okay, they're going to be in the lake of fire if they're here in America. All right, they're going to be burning, gnashing of teeth, and rightfully so, man. All right. When the missiles come and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai called us out, when he said, come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of our plagues, hey, the 2/3 ain't going to hear it. All right, they're going to stay down here and get all the plagues, man. Okay. Those of us of the elect, we're going to be what? Beamed up in that day, in that time. Okay, Isaiah 26 and 20. All right, come into thy chambers and hide thyself for a while until the indignation pass over. Okay, so we understand, hey, 2/3, they're not going to get it, man. All right, they were blinded. All right, only the elect is going to get it. All right, those that were predestinated from the beginning. All right, so we just got to continue to fight and pray that, hey, we are that number, man. Okay, because it's getting ready to show. It's getting ready to show. And we just got to continue to pray, man. Okay, because as stated earlier, now is the time to get it in. Okay, now is the time to make your calling and election sure. All right, let's get that. That's Romans. This is the book of Romans. No, Slacky. 2 Peter. That's why it's good to do these lessons, man. See, you building up yourself, man. You're building up yourself, refreshing your memory, and hey, this is what we gonna need. Okay. So 2 Peter's 2. And was it verse 10? Second Peter's 1 in verse 10 says what? Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fail. Right. So here we are. All right. Because, hey, it ain't because of grace and it ain't because of faith. It's because of if you were predestined from the beginning, man. All right. You got to be predestinated. All right. So you got to make your calling and election sure. Okay. And by doing so, guess what? You're going to have faith in the works. All right. Because why? You part of the elect. All right. It goes hand in hand. All of it ties in together. All right. And we're going to all need it. We're going to need the works we're doing now so that when all hell breaks loose, we'll be taken care of. And we're going to have faith. All right. And essentially, if we of that number, it's because that. All right. It's because we were predestined from the beginning. All right. So all we got to do is just let it play out in real time in the physical world, man. All right. Because we were already predestined from the beginning. Okay. In the spiritual realm. What does this say? Jeremiah 1 and 5. Let's read it. Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 5. It says, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest from out of the womb, I sanctified thee. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Right. So before we were created
through the act of intercourse, the Most High had already knew us, okay, in the spiritual realm, all right? He already knew us, man, all right? And if we of that number, guess what? We gonna make it out of this place, Babylon the Great, when the missiles come, all right? Because of election, all right? So that's some reassuring words, man, all right? This is Amos 3, and we get ready to close out. Amos 3 and verse 7. It reads, surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, man. All right. That's why we can see these things, okay? Because he's dealing with us on an intimate level, all right? And when all hell breaks loose, you're going to see him perform miracles for us and through us, okay? He's not going to just perform miracles for us, but he's going to be performing miracles through us so that he can be glorified. All right. And we're going to be giving praises, all praises. Call halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh, Shai. We just got barely made it through it. Here we had drones coming down from the top. We had robot dogs coming. We had soldiers, troops, and exoskeleton suits, and we still was able to escape. We were still able to put them to flight. All right. We're going to be giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh, Shai. All right. And also, we're going to be doing healing. Okay. Because you're going to have pestilence that's going on throughout the world. All right. And brothers are going to have healing powers, man. All right. They heal the elect. All right. Just reflect back onto the story of Elijah and the widow and her son. Okay. So it's going to be balanced. Okay. You're going to have brothers that's going to be destroying enemies, and you're going to have brothers that's going to be healing others, okay? It's all about balance. The Most High is balance, man, okay? All of us ain't going to be out here, putting troops to flight. You're going to have some brothers that's doing healing, okay? Because you got to remember, when all hell breaks loose, you're going to have pestilence in all type of diverse places, and you're going to have those that believe, and they're going to be put in our path that we may heal them in the name of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh, Shai, so that they don't have to what? Go down and take that chip, okay? It's going to be a beautiful thing to see and actually play out in real time, all right? So just keep the faith, man, all right? Just keep the faith, because, wow, it's getting ready to go down, all right? Trump, hey, it's evident, it's clear as day, you can see it. And this new attempt and this new Department of Government Efficiency, we already know where it's going to, man. Okay? They trying to cut all excess spending. And we ultimately know that the only way they're going to actually get rid of all of this is going digital. All right? And we know once they go digital, where that's leading to. All right? It's leading to that chip. All right? So guess what? Stay locked in, man. Okay? Stay locked in. Okay? Because it's too close to the end to fall out, man. Here it is. This man, kingdom is getting ready to implode on himself, and you want to be part of that. And what does it say in Proverbs 11 and 21, if I'm not mistaken? Though hand join in hand, the wicked will not go unpunished. That's Proverbs 11 and 21. It reads, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. Right. So you trying to integrate and associate yourself with this wicked society, especially this close to the end, guess what? You ain't going to go unpunished. You're going to get the same thing that they get, destruction. It says, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Right. All right. And that's the elect, man. All right. And that's what we praying, that we be part of that number that receive deliverance, that receive salvation. Okay. So let's go ahead and close out with 1 Peter 5 and 8. And let's read it. This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5 and verse 8. It reads, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Right? So trust and believe. He wants you preoccupied, whether it's watching sports, whether it's being a family man, and whether it's trying to start your business, whatever it is. And not saying that any of those things are wrong, but it's all how you prioritize, okay? You must put Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai first, and then everything else follows after. If you do all those other things before putting Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, then guess what? You're putting yourself in a bad position, man. Okay? And the devil knows that. Okay? The so-called white man. All right? He gives you these avenues to do such things. Okay? Here it is. He done allowed you to get your LLC. You done started up your business. Now you working 7 days a week. You ain't got time to worship the Most High. You ain't did no videos. You going on. Okay? Here it is. You done started up your family. Now you occupied with your new little, baby boy or baby girl, your new wife, and you ain't doing no videos. You ain't doing the work no more. Here it is. The harvest is truly great, and the laborers are few, and you done put the plow down. Okay, and it says what? No man putting his hand to the plow and looking back is worthy of the kingdom. All right. So now you don't put the plow down to become a family man. Okay? You don't put the plow down to start your LLC business. All right? And the devil knows this. You don't put the plow down to, go and do watch sporting events, venues. You don't put the plow down. Okay? And the devil knows this. All right? So he gives you these avenues to do such. Okay? Because there's no accountability in this society, man. You can do whatever you want, man. Okay? That's why it says the land of the free. All right? You're free to be whatever the hell you want here in Babylon the Great, man. All right? That's why it's such more. It means such more when you do this and you do it in all truth and sincerity, man. All right? You can't put a price on that, man. But the Most High knows, okay? And guess what? Every man's going to get their penny at the end of the day, man. All right? And that's what we're working for. We're working for our penny. All right. So it says 1 Peter 5:8, be sober, be vigilant. Why? Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Right. That's why we got to keep the armor on 24/7. The shield of faith, the helmet of salvation. We got to keep the armor all the way on, man. Okay. Got to. All right. So we're going to wrap it up with that, and with that being said, pray someone was edified through this lesson. And until the next time, if it be the Lord's will, stay strong, stay in the faith. We almost home. Shalom. Peace.